and I'm just going to copy an image, take an image from online. I'm going to paste it. So this is the image I'm going to use. And I'm going to get rid of sections of this. And some of you may have used Photoshop. So I'm going to click on the left side, there's a set of tools, and I'm going to click on the magic wand, just get rid of the background. So I want to get rid of all the background. And you could change the tolerance if you like by coming to the properties section. So generally I want to get rid of anything, I just want to have this figure there, that's all. Okay, so now I have this object and I can slice it in a number of ways. I'm first going to save this as the original PNG and I'm going to call it person. So I may want to just take the face out if I wanted to do it separately. There's several ways of doing that. I could select the magic one and just select sections of areas that I want to take out. So I'm just selecting everything, including the here. So I've selected this section. Now I can say Control X and I've deleted it. And yes, it's not going to be a perfect delete. And now I will open a new file and I will paste it. And you could see it's not going to be perfect. So I'll go back and I'll take another approach. And what I'll do this time is I can either crop it, but if I crop it then I have to paste the original image back into it. So the other option I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the section where it says Slice Tool. I'm going to click on that and I'm going to draw a rectangle around this. I'm going to draw a rectangle maybe around the arm. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And I'm going to do the same thing for the body. I'll just take the whole section there. So I've actually just sliced it now. I've created the regions that I want to export. Now once that's done, I can take these images, I can say right click, export selected slice. And I will call this the face. And I'll do the left arm. So I'll export selected slice. I'll say left arm. And you may see what it may do is it may not actually take everything. So it's best to move them aside and then do it. So let me do this again. Export select slice. Call it face. Save it. Now I'll move the arm in. I'll do the same thing with the arm. Left click, then export select slice, left arm. And I'll keep doing this for everything. Make sure the slices do not overlap. Just move this up a bit. So once again, export selected slice. I'll call this the right arm. And now I'll just have the legs all as one piece. And the body. So right click, left click, then export selected slice and call this the body. So I'm able to slice, so you can slice anything here using images. You could break them into smaller pieces. Okay, now that I've got my images already sectioned and sliced into separate objects, I may want to sort of clean them up a bit. I'm not sure yet. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to close this original image that I dealt with, and I'm going to drag and drop all these images into Fireworks. Do it individually. It's maybe too much work if we do all of them. And now what I'm going to do, I want to take sections out. So what I tend to do at home is I'll actually use the Wacom tablet and I'll just take out sections I don't need. So I'm just going to delete around it, then get rid of the background if I want to. So I want to save it out with a transparent background. And I kind of messed up on the right corner there, so I'm just going to undo it and redo this. So I'm just using the delete. So sections I don't need, then I go and select the magic wand and I delete any background that I don't want. Now I'm going to save this, close it, and I'll do the same thing with the other objects. I'll take the left arm, and I don't need the body for this section, so I'm just going to delete the background and now erase sections that I don't want. So using the eraser. And you can use the magic wand if you like. So just get rid of this section so it has a transparent background. So I'm going to save this. And now I'm going to do the same thing with the right arm. And in fact, what I could do is I could just flip the left arm, so I don't even need a right arm, you know, in this particular scenario. And finally, you know, I want to do the body, so I'll get rid of any background regions. And it may not be as clean as one would probably want to using the mouse. You can always zoom in. So I'm just going to kind of clean this section. I'm going to copy, paste it, and just put it on top. So I get that line back. Then just stretch it. And if you have objects, you can also flatten your image later on if you do want to. So flattening, so let me just get rid of this section here, so kind of clean it up. Get rid of these pixels. I'll do the same thing here, just copy, so I get that line back. And once that's done, I could select everything, shift key down. I think there is an area that I do need to delete, the top here. So I'm going to go and select the marquee tool and select all this region rather than brushing it. So I'm taking a slightly different approach there. Select it. Let's go to the marquee tool, then draw a rectangle. Deleted it. So now I'll select everything and I want to flatten it. The right click, flatten selection, so it's all merged into one object. So I can move this slightly to the center. So this is all one object with the exception of the face here. So I want to get rid of that face. So I'm going to go to the magic wand, select the area I want to delete, and maybe erase a section there. So now I've got my body, save as. Body PNG. So now you can use these images in anything that you want to do with them. You know, you could use them in a web page, you can use them if you wanted to have them animate. So that's how you generally slice and dice an image.